name is Jeremiah. I wasn't able to hear out my left ear for like 15 years of my life. Like when I was 5, I really realized I couldn't hear from there because people would try to tell me things from my left ear and I couldn't hear, so I always used my right. Growing up, I always had to tell everybody who wanted to talk to me to my left ear. I always had to tell them tell me to do the right because I can't hear out my left. I was always uncomfortable telling people that because everybody's I talk to is able to hear out of both of their ears, and it's that's not a regular thing for everybody, So Saturday night when I came to the fire conference, the Pastor Akeem, he was blessing everybody. Normally, that stuff's regular to me because I've been to church in the past, but something felt different, really off. I was shaking, and I was like, why am I shaking? Isn't this what I see all the time? So when he finally got a hold of me and he put his hands on my ears and then he said open, I felt something pop on my ears and I was like, okay, that's not regular. So he said go check your ears. So I went in the bathroom. I clicked the video on my phone and I checked my left ear and I said I can hear you. I was like, nah, I'm tripping. There's no way I can hear. So I was like, okay, I gotta tell my mom. So I ran over to my mom in the back and I told her, and she was really relieved because we had been struggling for a very long time to, get me to hear out of my left, It's honestly amazing because I was finally accepting that, it's not something that's possible. I'm just gonna have to live with it,
Hi, I'm Sister Wendy. I'm Jeremiah's mom. When he was 3 years old, each time we talked to him, he would turn like this. And so I always asked him, are you okay? Can you hear from your ear? And he would, he said yes, but he was small, so it's running around. He's saying yes, but the more older he get, 5, 6, 7 years old, now we start to realize that he definitely couldn't hear from the ear. We'll go up to him and put one hand over the right ear and speak in the left ear, and he couldn't hear nothing. So that's when we start taking him to the doctors and flush the ear out. And then we hear maybe 15, 20 minutes he will hear from the ear by the time we walk out the doctor's office, that was it again. So I just said, okay, we're just gonna not take him to doctors anymore. We're just gonna leave it and see. But since Saturday we went to the break of fire, he hugged me in the back and was like, Mommy, I can hear. I said, what? He said, yes, I can hear.
So the next morning I wake up and then I hear something. She's telling Josiah, she's like, oh, you should go get JJ so she can turn on the kettle for me. And I was like, what? So I walked out my room, I opened my door and I was like, you want me to turn the kettle on for you? And she was like, yeah. I was like, I heard you from my room, right? I was like, no, I'm not. So yeah, it was like a surprise, I realized I could hear from really far distances out of my left. So I'm really thankful for that.
We would have to go to his room, wherever he is. You'd have to go and call him. And if you call Jeremiah, you have to call Jeremiah 5, 6 times for Jeremiah to hear you. Now we don't have to do that. Now you just barely say his name and he's there. To see him wanting to tell people, that's the joy. That's the blessing. He's 15 years old now and his ear is open and he wants to tell people, look what God did for me.
After so many years, finally put full 100% trust in God, I finally, was able to go to Pastor Akeem on the Saturday night and, fully believe what he was telling me. I can't believe it, I'm finally able to hear from my ears, especially hearing from far distances, really far distances. I'm really thankful, for believing in God. For all the people out there who don't believe in God, you should give it a try, because I'm probably just like y'all, y'all ain't believe that, because most people are like, oh, how you can believe in somebody you don't see? You don't have to see him. He knows. He's gonna come to you eventually. You may not see him, but he'll do something in your life that he's gonna show you that he's there. So you should definitely try believing in him.